I'm here with something I've been waiting for a long time. No, it isn't the new Discovery Sport. What's new actually is the engine under the hood. Now, Jaguar Land Rover call it the INGENUM. It's their new 2-litre diesel. It's supposed to be more refined, more punchy, nicer to drive. We have the car with us today. Let's see what it's like. First up, here's a little tip to help you identify which engine you have under the hood. Now, the new INGENUM is going to power a whole host of cars, but you won't be able to tell from the outside. If you want to make sure which engine you have under the hood, it's quite simple actually. Pop it open, look at the engine cover, and it's right here, INGENUM. But what's the new generation JLR diesel all about? Well, for starters, it's about being cleaner and greener. It's about being more efficient, more refined, and of course more punchy and fun to drive too. An all-aluminium construction, this engine also uses a lot of tech that enables it to run smoother. To begin with, there are twin balancer shafts that smoothen things out considerably. There's an acoustically damped oil sump that blots out the sharp tapping sounds of a diesel. And JLR has also used technology like decoupled fuel injectors and low-friction ancillary drive systems. Things like oil pumps, water pumps, aircon compressors, and even the alternator. But technology is only a means to an end. So is this engine really more refined and punchy at the same time? The best way to check is to get behind the wheel and hit the starter button. Step up from idle and it feels smoother still, especially compared to the earlier engine. There's a nice slug of torque. It's pretty punchy as you put your foot down. And though the engine doesn't rev too far after 4,000, it does feel much quicker than the earlier motor. This is especially true in the lower part of the rev range. This INGENUM motor is also clearly smoother, power is easier to access, and there's quite a bit of punch at low engine speeds. This smaller capacity 2-litre engine, however, doesn't feel as punchy at higher engine speeds. So while the mid-range feels stronger and punchier, it does struggle a bit at the top end. It revs out to around 4,200 RPM, and compared to the old engine, that top end performance isn't as strong. The updated Discovery Sport that now comes with a new INGENUM diesel engine has taken a significant step forward. The car doesn't cost more, it is more refined and smoother, the engine initially is more responsive, and it feels a bit more effortless to drive too. However, I wish Land Rover had released this version with a bit more power. This 150 horsepower version still needs at least 10 or 20 bhp more. And the fact is, the company has a 180 bhp version of this engine that powers the Range Rover Evoque. For a few more horses.